Golden hour, golden time to build an ambassador program, which means that you're sitting there thinking, what percentage affiliate commission should I offer to my influencers? Should I give 10%? Should I give 30%? You don't want to give too much, but you also don't want to give too little. So what's the best way to incentivize creators so they actually give a damn about your brand and earn enough money so they keep promoting you, right? I'm Yash. By the way, if you don't know me, I'm the founder at SARAL, which is an influencer marketing platform. We've worked with more than 500 brands who've been in the exact same situation that you're in right now, looking to build an ambassador program, a little bit confused about what affiliate commission to offer. And I always get this question, so I decided to make this video, simplify decision making for you, right? So I thought about how I make these decisions, and I put my framework into a 4-step kind of 4 buckets of decision making that you need to think about before you make a decision, right? What most brands do is they would just come up with something random like, hey, we're going to do 10% affiliate commission, and they stick with that. But it's more, you have to be more methodical and structured than that if you're looking to do this for the long run. So I'm going to share those 4 decision making buckets with you, and I've also made a Google Sheets template that can help you. It's more plug and play. You can plug in your numbers of affiliate commission and it'll show you the profit that you'll make, your cost of acquisition, and so on. So I'll share that at the very end, but let's dive in. All right, we're in my favorite part of this video because I really love breaking these concepts down for you. So let's dive in, right? So considerations, the 4 considerations you need to do before you decide what your affiliate commission will be are these 4 things. Consider your margins. Look at your competitors. What are they offering? Because you got to be competitive in this market. Make sure that you take into account there might be commission tiers to your program. There doesn't have to be just one. That's an assumption most people make when they're early on. So we'll dive into that. And then also consider your cost of acquisition on other channels to help you make this decision. So first and foremost, always, before everything else, look at your margin. If you're not profitable on the first purchase, ideally, you should not offer that affiliate commission. So if your margins are poor, like if your margins are 30% or something like that, you cannot offer 20% commissions, just not how it works, right? So make sure that you're profitable on every sale that you make in terms of your margin. How do you decide that? There is 3 main things. Actually, 2 main things when you decide margin is the commission percentage, but also if you're building an ambassador program, there is a discount which is going to be higher than the regular kind of site-wide 10% that you might have ongoing for opt-in to your email or whatever. So you'll have your commission percentage and you'll also have a discount percentage that you need to offer. So sometimes brands tend to overlook this when they consider their margin. They just consider commission, but then they later realize that, hey, I probably also need to give a discount to their fans so that they actually end up buying from their own link instead of just going to my website and purchasing, right? So make sure you take into account both the commission structure and the discount percentage into your margin, and make sure that you're profitable. But the caveat here is your return order rate. Now, you may be there is nuance to everything, right? So you may be a product that has an extremely high return order rate. Like we've worked with skincare brands with above 85% return order rate, right? On average. That is exceptional. In that case, you can actually take the hit on the first purchase. And by the way, if you're setting up your affiliate program in Saral, there is a way to set a commission tier for the first purchase and then set a default tier for all future purchases, right? So you can give away a higher commission percent and also a higher discount for the first purchase. Maybe take a loss because you can run the numbers and you can see that, hey, I'll be profitable on the second and the third purchase, and 80% of the people who buy end up buying a second time. So you can afford to lose money on the first purchase if you have a very high return order rate. But for most brands with decent return order rates even, just figure out a profitable commission plus discount percentage and then offer that to influencers. Then, number 2, what you need to consider is the competitive landscape. Look at your direct competitors. I'm sure there's 4 or 5 brands that have similar products, maybe are directly competing with you. Maybe a couple of them have influencer programs or have affiliate programs. Look at their offerings and see how much they're offering. That might give you a general sense of how much what's the market like for influencers. So think about it from the influencer's perspective. If an influencer has to pick and choose between brands that they want to promote in skincare, for example, they're very likely going to choose assuming everything else is the same and the products are, equally good, some good here, some good there, they're going to pick the one with the highest commission offering, right? So make sure that you're serving your competitors. Again, slight caveat here, most brands tend to have like this random link in the footer of their page which says affiliate program, but if they don't have active influencers promoting them on a regular basis, don't take that seriously. So for example, they might just have this stray link in the footer of their website with a landing page form that looks like it was built in 2005, which offers 45% commissions. But if nobody's promoting them, their social media has 99 followers, very likely you shouldn't take that seriously. So obviously there's caveats to this, but if you have active competitors who are working with influencers, look at their offers, see what they're offering, And also in general, you don't just have to look at your competition. Maybe there's nobody in your space right now that's doing influencer marketing, right? Or affiliate marketing. In that case, what you need to look at is who are your influencers, because very likely if you're going to tap into any influencer, there's hardly any influencer right now that is not working with some sort of a brand, right? So you got to look at your influencer market and say, hey, I want to reach out to organic skincare influencers or vegan influencers or fitness influencers and see what else they're promoting. Maybe they're promoting, let's say you're a protein supplements company and they're promoting Gymshark, for example. You're not necessarily competing with Gymshark because Gymshark doesn't sell supplements, but you're still competing for the influencer's attention. So make sure you look at what Gymshark is offering, look at the perks of their program. Maybe Gymshark's only giving 15% commission because they're so huge and they can afford to do that. Maybe you can offer 25% and put in a better offering in front of the same influencer who can then choose to promote you more than they promote Gymshark, right? So that's that. Look at your competitive landscape. Number 3, make sure that you keep commission tiers in mind. Sometimes brands tend to go too much ahead. Like they'll say, okay, I have a very healthy 75% margin. I can easily give away 25% commission percentage, but then it's hard to take into account that you probably will eventually have tiers into your program. And by the way, you can have tiers, multiple tiers in your influencer program on SARAL as well. But make sure that you're keeping this in mind, and you can also start off with a couple of commission tiers. So what you can do is have a basic tier, call it ambassador, affiliate, something like that at 10 or 15%, have a slightly more middle tier at say 20-25%, and then have a super fan tier, which is exclusive at 30 or 35%, or even higher, depending on how, again, the number one point is the most crucial here. Figure out your margins and then decide that you will also have commission tiers. So instead of like going with the highest commission that you can offer, maybe you can also tier your program and incentivize influencers to post and gamify the program for them. So, and also make sure that one kind of little insider hack, if you've been just watching so far, is that make sure that the jump between the first tier, like the basic tier, and the second tier is high enough. And then you can get away with not having enough of a jump between the second and the third tier. There's a reason for that. The reason for that is you want your influencers at the basic tier, because that's where the most volume is, to work as hard as possible to get to the second tier, which is going to be easier if it's aspirational. If it's like a higher bump, like 25% versus 10%, it's more than twice of what they're currently getting. So they will work super hard to get to the 25% level. Once they're at 25%, the difference between 25 and 35% is significant, but it's like I said, it's not double of 25. It's not 50 or 55%, the final tier, right? So at that point, the incentive simply becomes volume. So it's like, hey, they're driving so much volume that even if the jump is 10%, it's still meaningful, versus at the lower levels, they might not be driving as much volume. So you want to give them a higher bump, right? So that's a sneak little insider tip that I dropped for you. Now, finally, make sure you're looking at your CAC on other channels. If you're running any Facebook ads, running any Google ads, make sure that you're looking at your CAC on those channels and then saying, hey, this is what we're offering. I don't know why my flowchart is messing up, but this is what we're offering on other channels, right? My Facebook is at I pay $60 for a purchase on Facebook. I pay $23 on Google. I pay $40 when I set up a pop-up shop, something like that, right? Here's how much you're paying on our other channels, and then you can use this to determine how much you can afford to pay on your affiliate channel. Maybe if Facebook is not profitable for you and you know that you can only afford to pay maximum of $40 for every sale, then make sure that your affiliate commission plus your discount percentage reflect that fact. So these are the 4 main things that you need to consider. I finally quickly want to show you, there's a link in the description, but this template that you can use to figure out how the affiliate plus discount percentage that you offer affects your numbers, right? So everything that is in yellow will be is something that you'll have to input. So your cost of goods, your total cost with shipping, and your retail price, and you can just plug and play. So what you can do is you can go in here and you can be like, hey, my margin is 75%. I can offer to give away a 15% commission, a 15% discount, and a 20% commission. So I'm giving away 35% of my margin in a cost of acquisition, and it'll reflect like, hey, here's the actual dollar value discount, here's the actual affiliate commission, because it helps to put a number to the commission, right? So you can visualize how much the affiliate will make. If they drive say 100 sales, they'll make $700, which is a significant amount. Here's your CAC, here's your revenue, if you like your MSRP minus your CAC basically, and then here's your profit, right? So that's how this works. So hopefully this template is useful for you, and these are the 4 main things that you need to consider. Make sure that your margins are on point, like you're profitable on every sale. Make sure that you're being competitive. Make sure that you're taking care of the fact that there will be potentially affiliate tiers in your program, so start a little bit lower than you can actually do, and then If you really don't know what all of this is, just look at your CAC on other channels and see, hey, if I'm spending this much on Facebook, I can probably afford to spend something similar on influencers as well. So yeah, those were my 4 kind of main decision making buckets for you. I'll leave a link to that template in the description box below, so make sure you make a copy and go decide on your affiliate commission. If you have any questions, just leave a comment and I'm happy to answer. Thanks, and I'll see you next week.